Hey everyone, this is Melinda, and welcome to an episode of the Strength Studio where we're going to be specifically talking about how to leverage Aromatouch in your doTERRA business on both levels. One, if you are the massage therapist and this is a technique you want to be using within the business you already have, and also if you are a doTERRA wellness advocate and want to have these conversations with massage therapists to show them how this might benefit their business and create two streams of income for them. So I am very excited to have Mindy Rowser with us today. She is a diamond and founder 2.0 within doTERRA. She's been with doTERRA for over 12 years, and she is a massage therapist who does leverage Aromatouch. So I'm excited to interview her today. So um, Mindy, if you can start out just a little bit, tell us about your journey through doTERRA, like what it was like first getting started. Did you start as a massage therapist and you added this doTERRA in? How did that all come about and how is it for you now?
Yeah. So let's see. When I was introduced to my upline, I had like a 1 and a 2-year-old. And so I don't think I was doing massage full time. I don't think I thought I was ever going to do massage full time again after I got married and had babies and we moved. Um, and I may have been doing it just like on Saturday and Sunday, like to get away from Play-Doh and like talk to an adult. Like, and I think that might have been it. And so right when I started, my upline was like, "What? You're a licensed massage therapist? Like you've got to do this thing, this certified thing called Aromatouch Technique." And I hadn't even got my oil kit yet. I hadn't even played with oils. It hadn't even come. And I'm driving down to Huntington Beach to I don't know what. I don't know what it was, but she said I was supposed to do it, and so I did. And honestly, I was in a room with like 12 other people. Nobody was a massage therapist except for me, but we are using these massage tables. And I'll tell you what, I was like confused as to what was happening. I didn't have belief in the oils yet because I hadn't used them. So to think that just dropping oils on people and kind of just spreading it around was going to do anything made my mind go like, I am not sure what's happening here. And it wasn't until maybe 6 months into doing doTERRA as a business that my husband got really sick and nothing we were doing was working. And I'm like, okay, there's this thing. It's called Aromatouch. Let me get my book out. And I'm just like slapping oils on, like in the right order, not really remembering what to do. There was no video at that time. And he got up off the table and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm cured. Like, I think I can go to work." And he'd been in bed for 3 days straight. And I was like, I think we all, when we first experience oils, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm like, oh, maybe that was a coincidence. He was probably like on the verge of getting better, right? But then whatever virus was going around, like it hit all of us and it hit me like the next day or a couple days later. And I couldn't do the aroma touch on myself, but I took the oils in the right order and I did my best to put them on my back and did the thing on the bottom of my feet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I feel better. So I did it again that night. It was this big Christmas party we were supposed to go to. And so my belief grew. And so then I was like, let's get serious. And so there was an opportunity to get trained in person by Dr. Hill, who created it and one of the founders of doTERRA. And that was really inspiring. Now they have it where you can do it online. So you get to learn from him. And it's really, really great. I don't think anything replaces like going and finding someone to like show you how to do it or make sure you're doing it right. But the online program is amazing. So from that, just my belief grew. And as I started teaching other people to do it, their testimonies of what was happening was like unbelievable, like so uncompliant. I cannot even say it out loud, but like stuff that I'm like, okay, can I say this? Like if I read it from you, because then it's not me saying it, but just things that were like miracles is what I would call them. So as I got back into massage, because doTERRA allowed me the income to live off of, that I could go back to what an original passion of mine was, which was doing massage and not having to do it full time, because a lot of massage therapists don't make a full time living. But I was able to supplement with doTERRA so I could come back and serve in the way that I feel like I'm gifted. And I would offer it to people as a way to like relax their nervous system before we got into a session. And once people experienced it, I would say more than 50% of the people always wanted to start with the aroma touch technique. So I'll stop there in case you have some questions because I could literally just, kind of keep going about
Understood.
what happened.
Like, I have like 10. Where
Yeah.
should I start? So first I want to go back to that first thing you said was you went into a room full of people and you actually were the only massage therapist. So you don't actually have to be a massage therapist to do the aroma touch technique, but there are some states that have certain laws regarding applying oils and touching. Is that correct? That's a correct
I would
statement.
say all states have a law that you cannot charge to put your hands on people, unless you have a license. So an esthetician or a massage therapist, a chiropractor, a doctor can charge. Anybody can do the aroma touch on somebody. And so, yeah, I would say the majority, I'd say 99% of people who are certified in the aroma touch technique are what we call lay people as opposed to body workers.
Okay. And so they are doing it as a free service, perhaps to get people to an event or to get people introduced to oils or to introduce them to enrolling with the kit.
Yeah. And I would
When
say, like, such a great offering to someone is, hey, if tell them a little bit about it, maybe give them an aroma touch so they can experience it. Any hostess this month gets a free aroma touch technique, which is blah, 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 blah. People are like, oh my gosh, I want to host a class. I want to host an event. Like me, 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 me. I'll often give it away at a class or at a raffle or things like that, right? Because it's 30 to 45 minutes where I'm talking to people and I'm giving them a really powerful experience. But also, if they enroll with the kit, there's several different kits. There's a refill kit, there's the kit that comes with the training, and then there's just the Aroma Touch diffused kit, which is 5 milliliter bottles. Um, and they use their oils. And so they are paying, right? You are getting paid in a way because they've enrolled with you, and then you are using their oils on them. So that is the way that I would say you are, getting your money back by offering the aroma touch to them after they purchased it.
fantastic, fantastic. And then with you as a massage therapist offering it before a massage, would that be like, here's a 1 hour massage at this price or 90 minutes aroma touch with massage at this price? So you do charge. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have it there in my tool bag. Like, especially you and I are both in a business networking group called BNI. It's a great way to say, hey, I would love to give you a free aroma touch. Come in, we'll do a one-on-one. I want them to come into my office and see my office. And then that's like a freebie so that they know what it is. So, in that regard, I will give it away like a gift certificate to bring people to me so I don't have to take my time to go and meet them somewhere else or to coffee shop and take away from my business, like the time and the travel. Or it's on my menu, Aroma Touch Technique. I only charge $45 for it because it only takes me about 30 minutes to do it. But the most common way that people do it is as an add-on. So people can decide whatever they charge. Because doTERRA is my main business and doTERRA is my main source of income, much greater than my massage income. Um, if they want a 60-minute massage and 30 minutes is aroma touch, it is still the price of a 60-minute massage. Most people will do a 90. So we start with the aroma touch technique. It calms down their nervous system. And if body workers are thinking like, would this work for me? Just think of those like people that come in like that have high like ADHD or just they're really pumped up or they're really stressed out. The work that I do after the aroma touch is so much better. And they like it just feels like it amplifies my work to the nth degree where they don't know what it was. They just know they feel amazing, they sleep amazing, their body received it really really well. So it's such a benefit that sets me apart from just going to like a conveyor belt massage place. They're like, she's touching all my senses. Everything is firing, and I don't know what happened.
Right. I love that too. Like with doTERRA, a lot of it is residual income, right? We build a business, but like during the last few years when maybe we weren't able to meet with people face to face because of the world, I still got a paycheck every month. Right, every single month throughout that whole experience. And oftentimes I do talk to massage therapists, and a lot of them are worried because they're like, I'm starting to get arthritis. I'm starting to hurt. My back is starting to hurt. I don't know how many years I can do this. How am I going to keep providing income for myself and my family? If I want to make more money, I have to physically work harder every day, and I'm not capable of adding more hours to this body every day. And so, number one, I feel like Aroma Touch would help that a little bit because it isn't as labor intensive on your body as the person giving it. It's not deep tissue. It's not an hour long. So you are conserving some of your energy by doing that, but also by creating a second income, you kind of are creating this buffer for when maybe you are sick or you are on vacation. Because with a massage therapist, if your hands aren't on somebody, you're not getting paid. Right. So it kind of creates a safety net.
Absolutely. And if massage therapists aren't thinking about it today, they will be in 5 or 10 years. But the statistics show, Melinda, that 80% of massage therapists quit after 3 to 5 years for all the reasons. Their body hurts, it's too much work, they're not making enough money. They didn't realize how hard it would be physically or even just marketing. A lot of massage therapists, we got into it because we just want to work on, it's very quiet, it's very relaxing, it's very meditative. Like a lot of us are like, woo woo. We just want to serve and heal people. We don't want to network. We don't want to market. We're not that person. So there's that disconnect. And so a huge passion of mine, and that's why we've expanded our business, and will continue to expand, is to give massage therapists a home to teach them and have a space that's really easy to incorporate that conversation of doTERRA into their business. You're putting oils on people anyway. People are coming to you to solve their health holistically. It's like the most natural segue and natural progression and progression. But not only that, like I realized I stopped living life to the fullest for sure because I was afraid, well, I can't. I mean, I'm dating myself when I say I can't rollerblade anymore. I mean, like my daughter wanted to rollerblade, and I was like, I still have rollerblades. Yeah. I don't want to fall. I don't want to break my wrist. I don't want to break my leg. I don't want to snowboard. I'm terrified to go snowboarding because I always come back injured. And I mean, not seriously, but like physically, because it's few and far between. Um, I mean, let alone getting a paper cut or like a burn on your hand. Like you are like living in this bubble because you're so afraid I have to use my hands and my body to work or I don't feed my family. So for sure, being able to, however slowly or quickly, introduce oils to people, understand that side of the business where it's an offering or a follow-up email. If you can start offsetting just one massage a week because you're getting a doTERRA check. The other thing is people move, people leave. What people might even leave and go to another massage therapist. But if you're the one that introduced oils to you, you could be getting a residual income from them forevermore. And a lot of travelers come through and a lot of people move. So it's like, why not? You're the one that did the good work on them in the first place and introduced them. Why not be the one to get paid forevermore?
Sure. I started doTERRA in California. Uh, I don't even know how many times I've moved in between when I started doTERRA and right now. But I still have customers purchasing with me every single month from that very first year back in 2013. Right. And I'm so far away. I moved so many times so far away from California, but I still got to keep that relationship and keep that residual income. All right, so let's say I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate and I want massage therapists on my team. And let's play two scenarios. One with maybe I already know a massage therapist. Maybe it's the person who gives me massages or we're in BNI together. Somehow they're in my world. Um, how would I best approach them to even have this discussion or introduce them the idea from the business side, not just the oils, but hey, I want to do this with you. And then would it be any different if I don't know any massage therapist and I just want to find one in my community? Like, what would be the best way to approach them or reach out to them from your perspective as a massage therapist?
Yeah. Okay. So, as any profession, whether like if it's kind of intimidating because you think, oh, like I really want them, or like they'd be perfect for this, like I don't want to mess it up. But it maybe like you feel intimidated because they're a physical therapist, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, someone with a higher, like what you perceive to be a higher level of education than you. I always start with the person first. Like I know that people have different thoughts on this, but if I can solve a problem for that human being in front of me, that mom, right? Leadership. We just had a leadership retreat, and was it Dr. Wang? Dr. Tina?
Oh,
She
I
is
think
a
you're right. Yeah.
yeah, she's a pediatrician. She has like 7 kids. And she said the same thing. Like, I'm a mom. That's how someone got me. I'm a mom. And that's how my upline got me. I wouldn't have, I almost wouldn't have, like, it would have been maybe, I wouldn't have made the connection that I need one more thing to sell in my massage business. Um, but as a mom, I was really interested in providing my kids or not knowing a little bit more about these things that are natural for their little bodies. As a massage therapist, that deep blue, I have a lot of massage therapists that that's all they use, but they use it and they buy a lot of it because it is so powerful in the work that they're doing. But also, our wrists hurt, our forearms hurt, our back hurts. So I would lead with, I might lead if it's a cold um, introduction. I would lead with a sample of deep blue and maybe even a sheet of the top things that you love that works on your body. So that would be the deep blue stick, that would be the deep blue rub, that would be copaiba. And probably even think about it, or maybe not something you would think about off the bat, but Correctex is a lifesaver because I just mentioned like a paper cut on your finger. Like I freak out when I like get a paper cut on my finger or even a hangnail because it hurts so bad, but also you can't be bleeding when people are coming in to work on you. I mean, you can have a finger cut, but it's like kind of awkward. So I would. That's one way that I would approach them. Like, hey, I know you could even use me. Oh, I'm really good friends with a business partner of mine, or somebody that I work with in doTERRA is a massage therapist, and these are her top 5 things that she says all massage therapists have to have. The frankincense stick is one that's coming up on my list. But I also put a drop of copaiba underneath my tongue for inflammation with my turmeric capsules. And every morning and every night, I drop copaiba on my wrist because my wrist just really started hurting. And I was like, it's not even my predominant wrist. And I'm like, is that arthritis? Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's the end of my career. So that's one approach, right, to the person. And then on the other side, it would be introducing that Aromatouch online training with the kit, talking about how other massage therapists in doTERRA, and it's a major marketing avenue for any doTERRA wellness advocate, to get trained and certified in the clinical approach to essential oil application. And then there's, I probably won't go into the couple steps farther that I take, but like I've even created packages where I do my specialty, the special things that are unique to my practice and how I do them differently in my massage than other people. But it's a package that incorporates the Aroma Touch at the beginning of each of these 3 sessions. It's a 3-part package. Each one is 90 minutes. And the Aroma Touch enrollment kit is included in the price. So I've added it to the price of my services, and then my clients get enrolled with the Aroma Touch kit. So in that regard, which is probably a longer business conversation that we could maybe do another segment, Melinda, if people are interested, but talking about how to show them where the money is based on your clients getting the Aroma Touch kit, and then becoming one of their customers on the side to raise both what I call their retirement. You can grow your retirement as slowly and quickly as you need to based on how many years you think you have left alongside the massage business that you're already doing.
So I just want to clarify. So is this a conversation you're having with a massage therapist where you say, here's a 3-part package that I'm going to give to you. Here's the cost of it. It includes the Aroma Touch training and the oils. So you're actually giving them massages with their own oils to introduce them to the business?
Well, no, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm sorry to clarify that I would be pitching that to a massage therapist to also have on their menu of services like I do,
Okay.
because they want to know, how do I make money with this? Let's say that they don't understand the business side of it yet because they're brand new, and none of us do. Like none of us do. And maybe some people, the resistance that we get no matter who they are is, oh, I don't want to add one more thing to my plate. I'm not looking for another business, right? But uh, essential oils pair so well with what we do. It's like seamless. So if I can show them, well, you obviously have a, like, we call it like a Swedish massage, right? So that's something that people book. They book a Swedish massage. I more call it like a relaxation and a reset, stress and relaxation. But you're doing different strokes, so that would be something that somebody would book. And then I do a lymphatic drainage massage, and it's like to kind of boost your immune system when people are just feeling sluggish and sick. And then, of course, like the deep tissue and treatment massage. So let's just say those are three different things that are on my menu. What I've done now is that I incorporate the Aromatouch technique in the first 30 minutes, and then I do each one of those the way that I do it. Susie over here is going to
Okay.
do the three massages different than me, but and so it's going to be her own package. But I want to share with her, like, if you get trained in the Aromatouch technique and you start with that, so it's a 90-minute package, and it's a 3-part package, so they come back once a week for 3 weeks. They also are buying the Aromatouch kit from them. Then we have it broken down how much money they're going to make from selling that kit, from doing that 3-part package. But then we've also seen our client once a week for 3 weeks, and so we are talking about their sleep, and we're talking about their health, and we're checking in. How did you feel this last week after we did this? And so we're kind of peeling the onion to find out, after those three massage sessions are done, did they feel the most difference out of one or the other? Or what I find is that people just want to do it all over again. They're like, okay, let's start the 3 series over again, because, but they just then know how their body reacts, how their body feels. And as you and I know, because we've been doing this so long, the power of that combination of the Aroma Touch essential oils, they're not going to know what's happening, but their sleep is going to feel so much deeper. Their nervous system is going to feel different, because we're addressing, right, sleep and stress. We're addressing their immune system. We're addressing their physical pain points, and then we're bringing their body back into homeostasis. So it gives us opportunities to not over confuse them, and specifically address which two oils are for stress. It's super easy. We're not confused. There's only two that we're talking about right now. And then the next two, okay, we're only talking about tea tree and on guard. And we're telling you all the things about tea tree and on guard, not confusing, not overwhelmed. Then here, your body hurts. We're talking about aroma touch, and we're talking about deep blue. So I think now that we have, how many oils do we have? 100 and something?
Yeah.
Um, Even sometimes I'm like, I don't know what oil to use, right? I always just like the basics. We're going back to those basic oils. And so a confused mind says no. But when we just break it down into two, and we're just talking about this and this, each one of these segments, customers and massage therapists, it makes sense and it's easy and there's a pathway. And then if that's the only oils that you talk about, and that's the only oils that you sell in your massage practice, you will do well. It will work. They'll be happy. They'll think, their body doesn't know why it feels so good, but it's all because of you, and they love you.
Strategy might be to book a massage with the person you want to introduce to doTERRA,
Mhm.
get your massage with them, and offer them a little care package, maybe with the samples of the 5 products, or 1 or 2 of them. Like, here's the top 5 products that massage therapists use, and I've given you samples of 2 of them, or whatever it is. And then if they like them and enjoy them, go back for a second conversation where you say, let me tell you how this amazing massage therapist in doTERRA does it with her 3 package. And then you present that opportunity so they can actually see it's going to be easier on your body. You're going to make more money. You're going to be able to create a retirement plan for yourself. And this is all going to work out.
I see. Yes, and I'm sorry I missed that. You said that, and then I jumped to something else. So
Oh, you're
that's
good.
an excellent idea to search out a massage therapist. Because let's say, God forbid, they use a different oil, which happens sometimes, and they're stuck on it, or they're anti-oil. Like that would be weird. But you're getting a massage anyway. So you are saying, hey, I'm prospecting for new business builders, but in that 60 minutes, I am also getting an amazing massage, right? So yes, that would be, I've often done that to ask questions. Oh, do you use essential oils? Well, I love doTERRA and I've brought my own. Do you mind using them on me? Then you're educating them on what it is that Deep Blue does and Copaiba and why you use it, right? Then they're like, then the conversation is open. So they're asking you questions about it. You can continue to ask them questions, when it's appropriate, or you can talk throughout your whole massage. It's your massage, you paid for it. But at the end, like that has happened a lot of times. Like I get off the table, I get dressed, and I'm like, listen, we have to book another one-on-one. I have to tell you about how so many people are successful incorporating doTERRA into your practice. And if you're not doing that yet, like you're just leaving money on the table. Is that something you're interested in? Yeah, that is an awesome segue. And I've had it work for business builders many, many times. And then also if they're absolutely not interested, then they just refer them to me.
Yeah, it absolutely end up just being a fantastic referral partner for you.
Mhm.
So, and it might even be that you say, "Hey, I'll give you some oils to use on people if you refer those people back to me," right? So they're getting some free oils from you. You're getting all the referrals. You might be able to find a partnership like that as well.
Absolutely. And now that we have that refer a friend, it can just be a display of deep blue rub, deep blue stick. That's like if that is all people have on there, and if they can, you can just make them a little sticker, and it's just a refer a friend, so they get all their deep blue paid for. There's lots of avenues now that we didn't have before. It's really simple.
That's a great idea. Fantastic. All right, I think we've covered it. I think we've covered, what it kind of looks like, what it entails, how it can benefit a massage therapist, how we can maybe have an introduction to some of those conversations. Is there any last tips you have that you think we should know as wellness advocates approaching professionals that we might want to partner with?
hmm just two things. One, I I love doing aroma touch because I also think in my head, I need those 8 oils absorbing into my skin in that order, right? At least once a week. If I mean I do it a lot more than that. I do aroma touch. I try to do it every day. But it's so beneficial to the giver. So, some people are like, oh, I don't want to do aroma touch for free. I wouldn't think about it like that. I would think about it like you're giving an amazing experience, an oil experience to someone, and you're benefiting at the same time. The second thing is, don't if you're going into a massage therapist's office or chiropractor's office or someone that you think that they would be excited about incorporating aroma touch into their practice, it's okay that you're not perfect and that you're not a massage therapist. I would still offer to give them one. And I would just preface it with this: listen, I don't do this professionally. So this isn't going to be exactly what you are going to do. Um, and I would like just get the elephant out there in the room, like my mouth is drooling just thinking of you learning how to do this because your touch is so good and you understand how this all works together. I'm going to do my best, and I'm just going to share with you why we're using these oils as I'm like dropping them on your body. So I wouldn't hold back from offering them an aroma touch technique just because you are intimidated that they're going to do it better than you. What I think is, when people are doing it on me, or even like a massage on me, my mind starts turning like, oh my gosh, I could do this so much better, and I will. So I'm like, okay, I will. It's like if you have that gift, which a body worker does, you can put the pieces together yourself, in your head, and
So
it's
I
just like,
should I should see that as actually motivation. Like if I have a massage therapist underneath my hands and they're thinking about, "Oh, I can see the vision. I can see what this could be. She's not doing it great, but
yeah.
I could."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, like,
And if you
just
don't feel like
understand we
you
are helping them see the vision.
yeah, if you don't think you're doing it great, like make that just be authentic, being like, okay, I'm so sorry. This is not, I just want to give you a vision of what this could be because this is not what it is, but also it may motivate you. And I'll say, like, I thought that I was really good at the Aromatouch technique, but I had a lady come in and she has tried all modalities, this kind of healer, energy work, chiropractors, massage therapists, doctors, and she found me from the next town over, and she was like, "The Aromatouch technique is the only thing that works for me." And she'd been trained herself, but her husband didn't want to do it to her. I was like, "I can train you, and then you could train your husband." And she's like, "No." She came to me like twice a week for 8 weeks and paid me just to do Aromatouch technique, and I had to up my skills so hard to get it so absolutely perfect. There was no strain from like the Dr. Hill way, from the pressure. Like at first I was like a little bit like, okay, you don't have to do it exactly like that. But I'll tell you, when I got done with her, like I didn't have to think about what came next. Like, so my point is just like practicing and being forced to practice and being forced to do it right. The outcome of what those strokes do to your lymphatic system and your nervous system, and even those reflective points in your feet, are so profound. Like Dr. Hill, what he said, his words were, he has taken everything out of it that doesn't need to be there, but everything that's left is absolutely necessary. And he doesn't go into, because it's too complicated, like why he does all the strokes that he does, but they made it as easy as possible so that moms could do it on their kids and anybody could learn to do it. But still, what it does to your nervous system and your lymphatic system is it triggers it to, I mean, basically work the way that it's supposed to work. So that the effects of it are, they just trickle down later that day, later that week. I've had people with insomnia that just would track their sleep schedule after getting an aroma touch every day from their partner, and not even a good one. And like, oh, I now sleep through the night. Like I now could not say that I have any sleep issues whatsoever. And even more medically profound ones than that, that will blow your mind. So it's just like the more you do it, the more feedback you get, the more belief you have in it. I feel like it's the most powerful tool any of us have that we can introduce people and give people an oil experience through.
For ending on that, I do think it's, I mean, we're talking about money, right? This has been a business discussion, but um, it's founded upon something very profound that can benefit and help a lot of people and their families. And that's why we feel good about sharing it and introducing it to massage therapists, because we know its value and we know it can serve people. So thank you very much for reminding us of why, right? Why we're introducing this to people. So we are going to wrap this up. I hope this was valuable to you and that you can use this to have some amazing conversations with people and help bless the lives of all the people around us. So thank you so much, Mindy. I really appreciate the time and expertise that you have given to all of us. I'm already thinking of all the people I want to send this to, make them watch it. So thank you so much.
Would you please send me a copy too? I'd love to send it out to people as well.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.